In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this really cute Halloween candy corn kitty using the tinsel cats from Dollar Tree. So stay tuned and I will show you how to make it.
All right, y'all, let's get started. So you remember the Dollar Tree Easter bunnies that so many people were doing, me included, were doing earlier this year with the little tinsel bunny rabbit forms? Well, yeah, we're going to be doing the same thing, but with the black cat forms from Dollar Tree. I've got a whole stack of them here. I'm going to throw this out of the way. And this is what they look like with all of the little tinsel and a little bow on them. But we're going to take all of this tinsel off so that we can wrap it and make it fluffy looking with this Bernat blanket yarn. Now, I got this at Michael's. So set that over there. You're also going to need some ribbon. At this exact moment, I don't know what color ribbon I want to use. I know I want to use this candy corn ribbon. This came from Michael's. Yeah, this came from Michael's as well. And this sparkly ribbon, this came from Walmart. So I have some of that. I'm going to set this little fella over here. I also have this little sprig of a glittery, pretty candy corn. This came from Michael's as well. Yeah, I can't remember why I went into Michael's. But anyway, I saw all their Halloween stuff and I was like, so let me grab some of that to see if I can use that in a video. So what I did here is most of the time, I noticed with the bunnies, the tinsel stuff was kind of glued on underneath the bow. But on the one that I tried a while ago, that was not the case. So all I did is I just like found a little space here, just clipped it with my scissors, and then just started unwrapping it. They wrap around these little plastic pegs here. So, you know, you have to do a little bit of work, you know, to get them off of the pegs just like that. And then once you unwrap the little darling, we're just going to pull his little fur right on off. And then we're going to take the label off of this yarn. Where is the darn end? It's here somewhere. It's here somewhere. Hold on. We're just going to unwrap a little bit of the outside here and eventually we're going to find it right there. All right, because I don't know exactly how much yarn our little kitty cat is going to use. I'm just going to move my camera over a little bit. I'm just going to cut off a good amount because you know you can't really work with it while it's still in a ball. So I'm just going to take the yarn, and I'm not 100% sure where I want to start. I think I'll start maybe around the neck because that might be easiest. And then I'll wrap around the body, and then we'll do the head and then the tail. So I'm just going to put it around the neck like that. This is where I always started my bunnies. Right around their little throats. Okay, then just hold that there for a second and let that glue cool down, firm up, whatever you want to say. Oh, Lord. I was working on a Halloween wreath a while ago, and I've got little particles everywhere because I just jumped right into making these cats without properly cleaning, and I'm ashamed of myself, and I'll stand in the corner later. But for now, we're going to make kitty cats. And then basically all that you want to do is just take this yarn, and we're just going to start wrapping the whole form with it. I'm going to leave the pegs on because that kind of helps to hold the yarn in place. You kind of snap them off, you know. Your yarn might slide around everywhere and make the wrapping process a little bit more difficult. And this yarn is so thick, you're not going to see it. You know, you're not really going to be able to tell that there's these little doohickeys sticking up there. Just keep going around and around. And now you do this however is comfortable for you. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around the body, and then we'll do the head, and then come back and do the tail. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see, just like that. And then, you know, if you run out of yarn before you're finished, just glue the end down and start another piece. And just keep on wrapping. So I'm going to work on this for a little bit. I'm going to pause the video, and then I'll come back and we'll see what I've got. Hold on just a minute. Alrighty, so this is what I have so far. And no, oops, there's a little bare spot. Just slide your yarn around and cover it up. I've not done the ears yet because I wanted to take a pause and come back and show how I was going to do the ears. Now, what I did is I just wrapped the body, and then when I got over here to the tail, it started right around in here where it was kind of sort of attached to the body. So I just took the yarn and wrapped it around and around until I was able to get it between the tail and the body. I just wrapped around, then wrapped around that wide spot, and then came up and finished the body. And then I took another piece of yarn and I started here at the base of the tail and wrapped that way, and then wrapped around the head, and now I have his little ears. So I'm gonna just throw my yarn in the floor. So let's see, how do I want to start these ears? I don't know. A lot of times I just make stuff up as I go, you know? It's like I don't have any set plan. So with these ears might be a little difficult. I don't know. I was thinking about wrapping them like I did the bunny ears. I was thinking, nah, I'll just wrap it around. Let's see. Okay, there's the other little peg. So I think we're just going to wrap it around like that, put a blob of glue, and I'm just going to hold this yarn down. Let's just scoop that glue off of there. And I think that that will look okay. Let's flip him around. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. That looks like little kitty cat ears. I have 2 black cats and they got little fluffy fuzzy ears, so I think it'll be okay. So let's do this. All right, now we're going to do the other ear. And speaking of cats, I hear my cat meowing. She's probably hungry. She's like, I'm just going to ruin your video until you feed me, human. So let me finish gluing this ear down like this, right there. And then let me go set her food down, because if not, she's going to ruin my video. I'll go set her food down and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. You know how cats are. If you don't feed her right when she thinks she needs to be fed, she will raise Cain. All right, so what are we doing here? All right, what I did is I just popped off 2 of those little candy canes and I stuck it on the ears. Now, I wasn't too happy with how I had wrapped the ears. I wanted there to be a little bit more black up towards the top. So I just cut off a tiny little piece of the fuzzy yarn, and I'm just going to glue it right on top of the ears, okay? Just like that. See how that kind of makes it look a little bit more pointy? And then you can just form it a little bit. Sometimes you gotta piece things together, you know? Okay, so let's set our kitty cat over there. And now I'm gonna make a bow for its little neck. So let's see, what all do I have here? Yes, I have my glitter ribbon, and then I have the candy corn ribbon. And I'm not a big fan of like these big extravagant bows. I don't know what I think about bows. I don't really like the big poofy ones. I think they're just a little too much. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sparkly ribbon and the candy corn ribbon and just lay them on top of each other like this. And I do have other videos showing how I make bows. They're in my Christmas playlist. So just a basic bow. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it and measure to see about how wide I want it. About right there looks good. And right here at the width that I want it is where I'm just going to bend it. Okay, and now I'm going to set that out of the way. And now what we're going to do, see, this is the folded part, and this is the back side of the ribbon. We're just going to just lay it over itself like that. See how we just made a loop? Really simple. Lay it over itself again, and let me take a look and see what this will give me. I think that will give me 2 loops there. There's the tail. And then let's do one more time. Okay, so I believe we have flipped it over on itself 3 times. And that should give us a really simple little bow, nothing extravagant. So now we're going to cut it there. Let's get this out of the way. But yeah, in my bow making videos, I do go more in depth with this than what I'm doing now. But now that we have that, so we just folded it over on itself, and now we have these loops. Kind of try to determine the center, and you're just going to cut a notch almost to the center, not all the way through, okay? Just almost to the center. Just flip it over that way and cut another notch. And a lot of y'all may make your Christmas bows like this. See how the notch is on each side? And we'll cut that one just a little bit deeper, trying to be so extra careful to like not cut all the way through. Now I don't have any floral wire, so what I'm using here is just this yellow pipe cleaner. And I just wrapped it around the center like that. Now on the back, you just want to try to tighten it up as tight as possible. I'm not going to trim that because I'm going to use it to hang on to it. All right, so there's our loopies with our pipe cleaner around it. Now just spread out your loops. Whoop! Fluff it up, and there's a bow. Where are the tails? Right there. Just find your tail and kind of bend them down, okay? Now this other tail is in the center. And once we twist our loops out, we'll see that little tail pop out. Where did it go? Aha! Right there. Right there, right there. So here are our two loops, just like that. And then you can just twist them with that little notch that you cut in the center. You can just kind of twist it around itself, and those little notches kind of interlock and they'll hold your bow open. And then just kind of fluff it out. There's one tail. There's the other tail. Where are my scissors going? Right here. I'm just going to cut a V in the end. We're just going to dovetail the darlings. Get that out of the way. And so I really don't like big extravagant bows for some reason. I don't know. I think some projects, you know, if you want to put a bow on it, but you know, don't, some people just go overboard. All right, so here's just a cute little bow for our kitty cat. When I'm making bigger bows in this method, yeah, it does take a while to sit here and play with the loops and get it all right where you want it. So I think that looks okay. So now what I'm going to do is let's just trim off the pipe cleaners because I want to use some hot glue to glue it on. Come on, glue stick. Why are you stuck? I don't know. Right there. Where's the back? Keeping our tails twisted so that they're facing forward. I'm going to hold this glue down. I'm going to hold the glue down. I'm going to hold the bow down. And I'm going to let the glue set up. And then we'll fluff up the little poofs a little bit more. I'll bring the tails down. Try to get them looking presentable because you don't want to walk around with your tail all cattywampus. And then I'm going to take another candy corn and just glue it down in the center like that. So I'll be back in one more minute. Alrighty, here we go. Like I said, I went back and I fluffed up my bow a little bit. See the cute little tails on it, and then I glued down the candy corn. And you know what? I think I want to put a little bow on its ear. I really think I do. So what I did is I just tied a bow out of the candy corn ribbon, and I think I'm going to stick it right there. But let me show you right quick. And once again, I have a video on how to make this type of bow as well. Let me show you how I do just a fast and easy little bow. I'm going to cut, I don't know, about 14 inches of ribbon. I'm going to move my kitty cat out of the way. Now what I'm doing is I'm laying the bow over my two fingers, apart like this, and leave about 2 inches for a tail like this, okay? Wrap it around. See how I did that? Wrap it around, and then take this and push it through the bottom like that, and then bring it up the back. Now take this part and tuck it under this loop. See, bring it around and tuck it under, and then just grab that tail and pull it, and there is a most perfect little bow. So let me get the links to those videos now that I think about it. Let me get the links to my bow videos. Look down in the description box, and I'll try to link to those. Like I said, they will be Christmas videos, but you know, a bow is a bow is a bow. You can use any kind of ribbon. So now I'm just going to trim the tail off right here. I think I unplugged my glue gun a few minutes ago, so there might not be any glue a-flowing. So let me see. Just bend the tails. Yep, I think that's what I want to do right there. I want to put a bow, you know, just to give it a little bit of something. My kitty cat wants a bow on her ear. There we go. Now she is ready for her Halloween party. All right. Now how cute is that? All right. So I hope you like this one. And if you would, please give this video a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye!